Hey everyone, welcome. We're going to talk about a really simple but powerful tool that you can start using today to make some real, lasting improvements right where the action is, on the shop floor.
You know those days, right? You spend your whole shift just wrestling with the same little frustrations, those minor stops, those recurring glitches. They just feel like part of the job. But what if I told you they don't have to be? What if you could solve them for good?
Well, you can. There's actually a structured way to solve these nagging problems, and it all starts with a philosophy of continuous improvement. It's something called Kaizen. Now, the really cool thing about Kaizen is that it isn't some huge top-down project. Not at all. It's all about empowering you, the people who actually do the work, the ones who know the process inside and out. It's about making small, smart changes that, over time, add up to something huge. We're talking progress, not perfection. It's also really important to know what Kaizen isn't. People often confuse it with innovation. Think of it this way. Innovation is like a lightning strike, a huge breakthrough change, like a brand new piece of technology. Kaizen is more like a steady river, constantly smoothing out the path. It's about gradual improvement that makes your processes stable and reliable. You need both, but you gotta have that stability first. So this Kaizen philosophy sounds pretty good, right? But how do you actually do it? You use a tool, a simple, repeatable tool that's designed for exactly this. It's a four-step loop called the PDCA cycle. Plan, do, check, and act. That's it. Think of this cycle as the engine that drives continuous improvement. You just follow these four steps, one after the other, to turn your good ideas into proven solutions. It's a structured way to solve problems, plain and simple. Okay, theory is one thing, but the best way to really get this is to see it in action. So let's walk through a super common problem. You've got a machine on the line that's always having these frequent, minor stoppages that just kill your flow. It all starts with a solid plan, and this is so important. We are not guessing here. This isn't about what we think is wrong. The team gets out on the floor, they watch the process, and most importantly, they collect cold, hard data. The goal is to truly understand the problem and dig down to the root cause, not just treat the symptoms. And look at this. This is the power of data in action. The team didn't just have a hunch the machine was stopping a lot. They measured it, 12 stops per shift. That precision allowed them to dig deeper and find the real culprit. It wasn't the machine itself, it was simply that the lubrication schedule was off. All right, next up is step 2, do. Now that we have a data-driven plan, the team puts a potential solution into motion. And the key word here is small. This is a controlled test, not a massive plant-wide change. We're just trying to see if the idea actually works. See how manageable that is? They're not disrupting everything. By testing this on just one machine for 1 week, they keep the risk super low and make it incredibly easy to measure the direct impact of their change. Now we get to the most critical step. Check. Did our change actually work? This is where we go right back to the data. We measure the performance of that test machine and compare the new numbers directly against our original numbers from the plan stage. And there you have it. The results are crystal clear. The numbers prove it. Stoppages dropped from 12 all the way down to 2. This is the difference maker. Without measurement, you're just staying busy. With measurement, you have proven improvement. So the final step is to act. Because the test was a success, the team now works to make the new process the standard. That means updating procedures, training everyone. You're basically locking in the gains. And hey, if the test had failed, no big deal. You just go back to the plan stage and try something new. So that successful little test on one machine now gets scaled up to benefit the whole area. A new checklist and a new schedule make sure every similar machine gets lubricated correctly, preventing that problem from ever coming back. That's the power of the cycle. And when you start applying this simple PDCA cycle consistently, the results aren't just small wins anymore. They create a really significant, measurable impact on performance. I mean, just look at this chart. Remember that recurring frustration we talked about? That small problem that happened day after day? It's been nearly eliminated. And this isn't because people worked harder. It's because they worked smarter, with a structured, data-driven approach. And it goes way beyond just downtime. When you build a culture of continuous improvement, you see better cycle times, better equipment effectiveness, fewer defects, and honestly, you get a team that's more engaged and feels empowered to make things better. So you've seen the tool, you've seen the process, and you've seen the results. Now the only thing left to do is put it into action yourself. To make sure that first cycle is a home run, just remember a few things. Get your leadership support, always use data to make your case, standardize your wins so they stick, and most importantly, do it as a team. Improvement is definitely a team sport. Don't wait for some big official project. Just look around you. What's that one small thing that always causes a headache? That's your starting point. Grab your team, find a whiteboard, and start your first plan. You can absolutely do this today. The power of Kaizen is in your hands. It's a journey of 1,000 miles that starts with just a single, small, well-planned step. So the only question left is, what will you improve tomorrow?